Hello everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here with another rolling stock review. Today we will be reviewing an Athearn 50-foot FMC box car in the CSX scheme that I had picked up from Hobby Tech at the Super Train show. And now we will move on to the unboxing. Alright, taking a look at the box, we have the Athearn logo here in the top left with the A and a logo depicting that it is H0 scale and made for people over the age of 14 in the bottom right. We also have this clear plastic front window where we can get a little bit of a view of the car itself, though not clearly due to the internal packaging. The bottom and top both have the Athearn logo, with the top also having an age recommendation and warning about chemical use. The right side of the box has the Athearn logo, as well as the Horizon Hobby logo, and the Athearn website. On the right-hand side of the left-hand side of the box, we have the Athearn logo again, a picture of the car itself. We have the product ID, which is ATH 18689. It is a CSX 50-foot FMC 5347 box car, road number 142652, and here we have the product barcode. And I had purchased this model for, at retail price, would have been $47.90, but it was on for less due to being sold at the Hobby Tech booth at the Super Train show. They had special deals going on for most of their products. And looking at the back of the box, we have a little bit of information about Athearn as a brand. And now, opening up the box, we have the car sitting in this clear plastic two-piece cradle, and we do have some paperwork coming with it as well. Starting with an exploded diagram and parts list. And on the back, we have warranty information. And then we also have this flyer that advertises the Athearn newsletter. Now, opening up the cradle, we have the car wrapped in some softer plastic to help protect the paint on it. Wow, taking it out of the box, it has some really nice weight to it. Alright, starting at the front of the car here. At the top, we have the CSX reporting marks, as well as road number, as well as some molded in ladder detailing on the sides here. and a space for FRA warning placards. Moving on to the side, we again have our ladder going partway up the side of the car, our reporting marks, road number, and then below that, capacity information. And moving along the side, we have our molded on door with molded on locking details. And more writing, which is all nice, clear, and legible. The trucks have some suspension and roller bearing detailing. These bearings do not rotate with the wheels, as the Athearn Genesis products do. And another set of ladder steps. Moving on to the back, we again have the reporting marks, we have the ladders, the slot for the warning label signage, and we have a separately fitted brake wheel and chain detailing. And then on the other long side here, going back to front, we again see much of the same detailing. The top has a gray roof, but looking alongside it, you can tell that it was just separately painted, and you can see the overspray along the edges here, which is unfortunate, but otherwise the roof supporting detail is quite nice. And flipping the car over to the bottom, we have our air compressor and air reservoir detailing for the brake system all along the bottom here, going to both the front and back trucks, as well as some nice ribbing detailing along the floor. And it's quite free rolling as it's trying to roll away from me here. And next, we will move on to the rip track segment. Alright, starting on the rip track segment, we are going to start with checking the wheel gauge with the front truck, and both axles are engaged as per the NMRA standard. Now onto the rear truck. Both axles are also engaged. And looking at the wheels here, they have very small flanges. And now, to check the coupler height, the front coupler is at the proper height. And now for the rear coupler. The rear coupler is also at proper height. And checking for body wobble, the car is sitting fairly solid on the track. And next, we will take it over to the track for a test run as part of a manifest train. Alright, this concludes my review of the Athearn 50-foot FMC Box Car in the CSX scheme. All in all, the car is quite nice. It has really good weight to it. It's really stable on the track despite the small flanges. Though I will have to say I am a little bit disappointed in the painting of the roof, as the overspray for the roof is quite easily visible on it. Not that that can't be corrected, but still that is something that I think should have been caught pretty easily. But aside from that, it is a very beautiful car. And with that, this concludes the review. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like or a video, and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day, everybody!